Hello everyone, it's Brett here, Lionheart84, and I hope you're able to hear me over the wind. It's surprisingly windy today, although it's quite warm. I'm filming this on Sunday the 22nd of June, and I've finally finished repotting the last of my citrus. I've repotted every citrus except for a couple that are sold. That obviously was no point repotting them because they'd be much too heavy to send, and I'm just waiting for a break in the weather and have a chance to be able to see if I can find a box to get them in so that I can get them sent. But so I've done every citrus except for those two, because the new mix I'm using is an awful lot heavier, and also I wouldn't want to be shipping plants that have just been repotted. It would disturb them too much. So if you recall, I decided to change the mix on them from the 511, which is 5 parts of orchid bark to 1 part of perlite to 1 part of peat. I decided to change them to a 4-part mix, which was 1 part of peat, 1 part of John Innes No. 3, 1 part of perlite to 1 part of horticultural sand. In actual fact, I've slightly modified that. About halfway through repotting the citrus, I decided to add 1 part of horticultural grit to the mix to introduce even more drainage. Now, as I've repotted each plant, most of them have been able to go back into the same pots because they weren't pot bound in a lot of cases, and of course you can always root prune them a little bit to get them to fit back into the pots. Also, some of them were very sickly and also had issues with the roots, so I didn't want to over pot them as well. But I'm hoping that they're going to respond favourably to this in the next month or so. You can probably see just how yellow and starved some of the plants are. I've incorporated some fish blood and bone into the mix and a little bit of Grow More granular slow release fertiliser. I am planning, once they've been in the pots for 2 or 3 weeks and the roots hopefully have settled down and I see signs of the odd new green shoots arriving, I'll probably have to feed, I'm probably going to try feeding them as well. I'm going to put them back on my deck, and I'm also going to leave some out in the garden amongst the other trees where it's lightly shaded. They'll be getting sunshine, but not full blasting sunshine, because I think a lot of them are quite sickly. Anyway, it's quite a mammoth task. I don't want to think about how much I've spent on all the potting materials. I've certainly done over 40 citrus, and now they're finished, my next task will be to move on to some guavas and avocados that need repotting, and some of the smaller tropicals such as cherry guavas and perhaps lily pillies. I mean, I'm not going to repot absolutely every plant, but a lot of them do need doing, and we'll obviously find out in about 3 or 4 weeks time if this new mix is agreeing with the plant. Some of them look quite healthy. That one there is looking not bad at all, but some of them were extremely short of nutrients, which I think was down to roots, not just the actual being pot bound. And also some of them have been scorched, as you can see from the sun when I brought them all out the summer house. That hasn't helped them. Anyway, mammoth task finished. Nice to get that out of the way so I can get on with doing other things on Sundays rather than just repotting. And I hope they're going to respond, and we'll see some healthier citrus in 3 or 4 weeks time. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. Please give me a thumbs up, share the video if you like. Please do subscribe to my channel, and remember, you've got to click on the bell if you like to know when new videos come out. And I will do a full citrus update in about a month's time on virtually all the repotting plants to see how they're looking. I'll see you on the next video. Brett out for now.